with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance. Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. This one's crazy. You're too reckless. Bro, none can compare with the KG Don. Better take over when he drops that. Going on reckless, trust he's on. He's that time when he drops that. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
No, this is terrible. Where is it? Yes. Oh, that took way too long. You're an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat. Am I in? Oh, that was the worst intro in the world. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Red Wednesday. We're here. Hold on, let's get myself situated. We're not situated yet. There you go. Let's get that. That's it. That's more like it. Welcome to Red Wednesday, people. I don't know if you can hear me, but we're good to go, man. Gunners got hammered this season. Yeah, man. Again, it's Red Wednesday. I don't know, man. I'm tired of talking about us now and that. Big up to Moisey, though. Got the job on the technicality. Big up, Moise. Yeah, we're here. You know what I mean? This is it. We need to talk Man United. There's so much to get into. Final bid, people. Everyone's been talking. It's about time you lot have had your say. That's what tonight's about. There's loads I really want to get into. Kind of want to talk about where we are with the bidding situation, but then I want to talk about just transfer policy. You know, what to do. What do we do with Jaden? Like, I want to have that conversation with you guys tonight because I've been doing a lot of talking and a lot of it has been rhetorical. But it's like, let's have the conversation. I want to give you guys the forum and the place to say what you think Man United need to do going forward. But I'm just going to start off. We'll start with like this. Let's start with Altan's has come back, fifth and final bid. Yeah, and I'm just going to give you just my thoughts on things. Really excited about it being the fifth and final. I don't believe it's his last bid though. I still think there's still something on the table. I get it. It's a PR move. 92 Foundation haven't spoken to a lot of people, but they made sure this press release got out to everyone. Fabrizio, they all had it. Keegan had it. Like Ben Jacobs, everyone got this thing that we're walking away, and it's probably come out of frustration. You know, they've been dealing with the Glazers for bumps now. They put in a hold on, let's go. They've been putting a like the bid for months, right? And imagine going in again, putting in another huge offer. When you convert it to dollars, this is good money. You put in a big offer like this, and they're like, we need to hear back from you guys. Haven't heard a thing. The frustration is there. PR, the press release goes out. We're walking away. Friday, not saying the bid's off the table. We're saying we're not going to negotiate with you guys no more. You've been taking us for mugs, right? This is good. This is a good sign. I really want it to be Altan's. Again, you're looking at different nights that people are having. West Ham enjoying their night tonight, and you do look thinking, I wish we was better in the Europa League. I do, like, especially how the season ended. I can accept it. I accept it. You know, it is what it is. But it would have been nice to take a European Cup. It would have been really nice to take that Europa. What a season, you know. We don't get that. That's not ours. Sevilla gets that glory. But it's like, and then now the club needs to move on, you know. While we're waiting for changes to be made, it'd have been good to be lost in a source of celebration. Where there's no FA Cup sauce. The Carabao Cup sauce is dry by now. Like, anyone that's still celebrating the Carabao Cup has to be a crackhead. You know, it's nice to win, but it's like, come on, guys, you know, moving forward. And we're forced to look at this situation with the Glazers. You know, it's shocking how they're running the club. So much so that Carvey, you know, when Carvey's like angry, you know something's wrong. He's not even doing like proper Sky Sports corresponding now. Now he's just pissed off. Whenever they hit him and say, Carve, can you talk about this? He doesn't even want to do the extended 15. I've missed his updates. Oh, what is going on? Who is that? He's messaging me, bro. I gotta put that on silent. That's annoying. There you go. But yeah, just something needs to happen. Something needs to give. My theory is this. Man United are talking to two, like the conversations are they're too broad. The signings that they want to bring in, it doesn't make sense. We don't have that money. You're telling me Man United are talking to Kim Min-jae, we're talking to Diogo Costa, apparently. We're talking to Mason Mount for 70 to 80 million. Obviously, we're trying to get down to, that's still a lot of money. Not to mention Declan Rice, and we're still looking for a super striker. I don't care how much you think McTominay can go for, but it's not that much. You're hearing that Dean Henderson will be lucky to get 30 million for Dean Henderson. So we got to be realistic. You know, players have gone out on a free. We didn't get nothing for Twanzebe. There's not money. There's not big money coming on. Yes, Phil Jones's salary's off the books. Yes, Twanzebe's salary's off the books. Who else is there? Tellez is not going to go for much money. It's not making sense. The only way these deals are going to make sense is if there is new ownership. Now, there's two different types of owners. There's ones that are going to go crazy, give Ten Hag the war kitty that he could only dream about. The one that you can tell Ten Hag is, and you can feel the frustration from Ten Hag at the moment, where Ten Hag has said he's someone that is already ahead of time. Ten Hag knows who he wants to bring in, and he wants them to be there before the tour. That's what Ten Hag wants. He wants them to understand his way of football, and he wants to have as much time with these players on the training ground, ready for next season. Ten Hag's already planning next season already. Like it's how he wants to look, how he wants the team to look. He can't do nothing. Right now, we got our manager's arms tied behind him, and that's all due to the Glazers. And you can see the first time we finally got a manager, that actually is doing what we wish the Ollies and all these other ones would do, is call it out. Say it. And he's saying it, but he's saying it in the right way. You know, like, I know what I want to have, I know what I want to do, you know, but it's not in my hands. That's as damning as it possible. I need better players. Ten Hag has been so clear with the fans, with the board, with everyone involved, what he wants, right? The only way he can do it is in new ownership. You know, I believe that these owners are going because, again, the money spent. These guys have taken super flights. I'm talking, you've seen it. If this is your company, you're not going to spend like that. If you're planning to stay, you're not going to be moving bougie like this. You might do it on a bit of on a tidier budget. They're not doing that. They're all the hallmarks of someone that's walking out. Again, even the likelihood of them staying. Well, if they plan to stay, they should be getting about their business and trying to keep their manager as happy as possible. Right now, the manager doesn't know if he's coming or going. The manager still doesn't know his budget. That doesn't tell me a team. That doesn't tell me a group that understand that they plan to stay long term. That says a group that is already saying, you know what, I've left. It's someone that's at work and is seeing out the rest of his contract, really. That's what it's giving. It's giving someone that is leaving. He's leaving soon. He's got 2 weeks notice. He's on that kind of vibes. The only thing is, this club doesn't stop. And the club needs to hope. Wait, bro. This chat. I was hoping, I was thinking, oh my god, can you imagine I've been talking for this long and the audio's not there? But big things have to happen. Big things have to change with Man United. So those are my first thoughts. But I also want to just shift this conversation a little bit. I saw Dortmund come out, and Dortmund was saying the price that they would like for Jadon Sancho, and they said it'll only be a loan. And I was thinking, bro, he's not your player. Where did you come with this big chest to say terms that you think this is gonna go? Nah. You know, like, I don't understand how Man United, in no matter the scenario, we always are weak in the negotiation sometimes. It's so weird. I'm talking on players, like with players. when we talk to any club, they have us. That's like they just deal with us anyhow. When the shoe's on the other foot, we're not even. I've never seen us like sit a team down and just spank them. It's mad. Like I feel like we get moved to by some of these. Everyone in the market just kind of like just has their way with Man United, and it has to stop. I want us to be so clever in this market. You know, I was jealous. I ain't gonna lie. The McAllister deal, no, I was just jealous for the price. I was like, I would like to see Man United bring in quality for that price. And people can say, hey, KG, boom, it's a release clause. But I would like to be at the front of the queue for these release clauses for these types of players. Because it's not like McAllister's not better than what we have in our midfield currently. It's not like he couldn't make us better, right? He's good enough to go there. Why are we last all the time? Like, why are we not? Even this Mason Mount thing's gonna go on and on and on, right? Is that right? You know, I had a great conversation with my brother. Last day I'll say before I open up the lines. He was saying to me today that he believes that, you know, Ten Hag does need a director of football. Ten Hag needs a bit of pushback. He likes the fact that Ten Hag's in control, but he doesn't want him to have like ultimate control where he might make a mad decision. And I was like, my pushback to my brother was like, well, bro, like you have to understand that while you're saying that, Pep has still made mad decisions as well. When Pep doesn't like a player, it doesn't go too well. That is just where it is. Like, not everything Pep's tried to do has worked out. And he goes, well, the difference is they have money to spend. Like, they can always spend. And if it doesn't go right, it's okay at Man City. That Man United don't have that luxury, right? So he's saying that there should be a buffer in between, because even it's like this Mason Mount one, I know it's what the manager wants, but I still have this thing of, is he going to transform Man United? And obviously only the manager will know, but there should be someone that you're talking to about that, where they're like, you know what, this makes sense across the board. You know, like it's not just your voice in there making every single decision. I hear that a little bit. Anyway, listen, I've said a lot. I've set the show up with, we talk about the bidding, we can talk about our transfer business and policy and stuff. And does Ten Hag need somebody? Is there a need for that director of football that's going to push back? Like when we get in like to Anthony, for instance, and this was my brother's breakdown. He said, look, the Anthony thing, while he's been a good player, was he worth close to 80 million? And if I'm answering that question correctly, no, you know, not at all, right? These are if there was pushback, would that, you know, like it has to, this has to happen. The problem is the heads up, the higher ups at this club don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. And I don't even think they're even capable to push back, because before they were saying to managers before, get this player, get this Galactico, and it hasn't gone well. So then they're like, we'll let him do it. But there needs to be more synergy, probably. Anyway, let's go. I'm gonna open up these lines now. 70 million for Mount is crazy. 50 million max for me. And then let's go into the market, man. There you go. KG Manila is like a tourist in a foreign country, always getting foreign peas. Let me read some of these super chats. Big up to West Ham though. Here you go. Lil Yo-Yo says West Ham have more European heritage than Arsenal. Imagine they won a European Cup before Arsenal. Mad thing. But today's one of them days, yeah. And you look, that's how you know it's serious business, because I don't even feel like bannering Arsenal today. And that's mad for me. Like, that's very strange and weird, but that means I must have bigger mental fish to fry. KG, we can't blame Eric Ten Hag for wanting a player. It's not his job to negotiate the price. We should blame Murto and Arnold for being poor negotiators. I said, listen, I'm not gonna I'm not blaming the manager at all. I'm just saying, should he have someone to answer to as well, like someone that's gonna push back in the right way? All right, cool. Yo, Pav,
Yo, man.
talk to me.
Oh, man. How long's this been going on for? 7.5 months, and we still haven't got something sorted yet. What's going on? Like,
It's
these
incredible.
these journalists were telling us like it was all going to be done by May and all this and that. They're in the know as much as we are. A lot of them like waffling as well. Ideally, obviously, I want Qatar. I want everything. I want the new stadium, the infrastructure, everything for like men's, women's football teams, youth academy. Like the state of our club, it's there's championship teams out there that have better infrastructure than us. That's how bad we are.
Mm,
Like I see, like the bid today with Jassim. Like he says, it's like by Friday, innit? But the thing is, like his bidding reminds me of like Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious. You know when man says one last ride, but you know it's not.
yeah.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Franchise, yeah, that franchise ain't getting anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah, but like some people saying that he's gonna like withdraw it after Friday, but it's not. Apparently, it's gonna be the final bid. That is it. But they're not gonna like talk to anyone. They're gonna leave it out in the open,
Mhm.
and it's up to the Glazers and the Rain Group to come back to them. But they're not gonna like
they're not gonna
go back into talks.
the price. Yeah,
But I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know what their man are thinking. It's like literally they're trying to drain every single penny possible, and like it'd been all okay if Sir Jim just fucked off. If you know what I mean. If he wasn't there, we'd been all right. But my man's literally
Sir Jim has ruined. It's mad.
he snaked us. The man's literally snaked the fan base. If you're a true United fan, I understand business is business. But look at what we've been through for the last 18 years, and you're doing that to the fan base. Like, it's not going to go down well with a lot of the fans, especially like people who have literally been there since day one with the Glazers, protesting and stuff like that. And now you're doing this next level business deal with them, keep them here for another 3-4 years. Yet you haven't come out and said, like, are you actually going to try to buy them out in 3-4 years or what? Like, because we know what the Glazers are. No doubt they'll probably be here for another 6, 7, 8, 9 years. And what's Sir Jim going to be doing with the infrastructure if he's going to be sitting there waiting to buy them out for another 3-4 years? As fans, are we supposed to just sit here and wait? Bro, it's been what?
That's it.
Nearly over 10 years since we won a Prem. Like, we've literally been in the gutter since 2013. What's going on? I'm not sitting here till 2030 or whatever, waiting for this guy to buy out the Glazers. Brother, that man's 70 years old. You think time's on your side? It's not. Like, whatever you're doing, it's not going to please the fans, and I'm pissed. Like, we never get what we want since Fergie's retired. What have we ever got anything that's good for the fans? No, that's how bad it is at our club, man. I feel sorry for Ten Hag because effectively it's going to affect him, and
Yeah, again,
you know what I mean.
You're already looking at what he has to do for next season, and it's a big job. It's like we're back to zero. No one's got any points on the board, and Man United really have to get going. And it's scary because now we're in its. This sounds crazy, yeah, but we've lost Wow and we've lost the Vitzer, so we're actually weaker, and that doesn't make sense. Because,
Yeah, now they're talking about Maguire going, Donny going. They're saying that there needs to be sales before we can buy anyone, and the only thing that looks likely to happen before pre-season is Mason Mount. I'm like, we cannot be going into pre-season with just Mason Mount.
with Mason Mount. Then I heard something incredibly strange today. I heard that the investigation for Mason Greenwood is pretty much come to an end, and the Glazers have to decide what happens next. And I'm like, I don't know what we're doing. Like, honestly, when you look at things and you're like, wait a minute. So you're telling me my striker is Martial? I've got one striker at this club. I've got Martial. That's it. Wait. Yeah. I wanted Martial.
Is he even going to be fit for pre-season? That's the question. We might go into pre-season with no striker.
I've got Martial and bust Case Greenwood. It
Bro,
can't,
that kid can't come back. No way. Like
can't be. Like,
if they're literally going to try piss off the fans even more, like I swear down, that kid can't come back. I understand there's some people like, oh, second chance and all that, bro. It would have been okay if there weren't no evidence there for us man to hear or see, but
This is it.
they got to sell him. There'll be clubs out there in Europe who buy him anyway. There's like we've read the headlines.
I think honestly, it sounds so crazy. I won't be surprised to see this guy doing his thing in America now.
Well, we're being linked to all these players, bro. I'm just like, bro, where's the peas, man? I know we got Champions League and that, but normally they use the Champions League money to pay off like the interest on the debts when it comes to like the end of June. That's what they've done in the past, but I don't know, man. Like I want to go into this transfer window like with high hopes, but
this is it. And I think the Glazers are not allowing us to, but this is where like let's park that. Let's park that. Let's say Man United have 150, like let's say we got 170 to spend, yeah. There must be deals in the market. There must be gems and certain types of players that we can find that are like there has to be quality. Because
we could have gone for McAllister if our ownership stuff was like sorted, because he come out and his agents come out saying that they wanted his future sorted before he went on holiday, and the only like clubs that were willing to do that obviously are Liverpool. We spoke to him, but we're in a mess, so we couldn't even fork out 35 mil for the man. And you're telling me that we're going to fork out 70 mil for Mount. I know that I think Liverpool might have paid majority of it up front because of the release clause, but I don't know, man. Like with this window, bro, I don't want to just go into pre-season because we've seen what happens with players who don't have pre-season. Look at the start we had of the beginning of the season just ended, bro. I don't want to start off a season like that again. Yeah. Like we need players. Like the only one that I see good for value at the minute is Kim Min Jae. What, 50 million euros? That's about what, 40 or 42 million pounds, and that centre back's quality, bro. We could have got him, but I know there was a guy on United View who always used to say Kim Min Jae, and like look at what the guy's done at Napoli. But I don't know, man. We have to. I don't know what these. I don't trust Merton. I don't trust Arnold, bro. We see what they were doing, man.
Dude, listen,
hitting in private jets and making no deals.
Listen, Pav, man, I'm gonna keep it moving. Get someone
else. No worries,
man. Wicked cool. Yeah, he's speaking, man, spitting facts. Let me bring on Ed. Ed.
Salute, KG, brother.
What's going on, man? We're out here, fam. How you doing, bro? You sound sad.
No, I'm tired, bro. Tired.
Is it my what this ain't end to end, or is this? Or no. Okay, yeah, cool. Because that's Ed's name as well. Here you go. Wait, Jim doing and Malcolm Glazer setting up his sons. Wait, that's mad still. That's mad. About Jim going, you know. Nah, let me even get that covered off the screen. All right, bro. This is unacceptable. There you go. Talk to me, bro. What are you saying?
This whatever is bid number 21 or whatever the F it is now from Sheikh Justin, and that is it's getting to the point where I'm like, these ITKs know nothing, bro. I don't know why they call the ITKs no more. They need to be just TTKs. Think they knows, you know what I mean? Them ones,
no one knows. No one knows.
They don't know.
No one knows. The only people that are fully aware is the Glazers. But I saw one of them funny Qatari accounts, and they were like, Altani cares. Like he's trying to buy this club before the window opens, and Sir Jim's just happy to go with business as usual. He's not in a rush. He's not. And I was like, I hear it. Like that's a fair thing to say, because right now Sir Jim is chilling.
It's facts. His PR team just this PR team just chilling right now. They just know they can just drop a little, Sir Jim is talking to the Glazers. It sounds like Justin's chasing hard, like he's sprinting. These men are already at the finish line, bro.
Yeah. So again, talk to me just a bit about like. Let's quickly have a conversation about Jaden as well. What are you doing? Are you gonna keep Jaden? What are you saying?
It's the Kenton in me is like wants to back my boy, but I gotta say it's not looking good, bro. You know what I mean?
And so, how much would you offload a Jaden for?
I still think just because of his age, and obviously we still got a lot of his contract
Many
left.
years.
We could probably get a good like 60, maybe probably like 60 or 65 for that there. Get some.
Yeah,
Don't forget.
I think so.
I think that'd work.
60. I think 60 makes sense. 60 million, 60, 65, and just I think we need to be in the driving seat. I don't want anyone to tell us how much they think they want to buy this guy for. I don't like that. I don't like that. I think Man United say, look, the same way you're getting players in the final year of their contracts going for top dollar, top, big money. So I don't know why we find ourselves in a situation where look at Mount, for instance. Who is Mount? Not like to disrespect him, but Mount in this final year of his contract, you're telling me that guy's worth 70 to 80 million. How?
Chelsea violating, like proper
But
violating.
how though? That's what I'm saying. So how though? So why do we, when we have to sell, not say, yo, this guy's valued at something mad? Why don't we have the mad price back to everybody else?
Because we got Dumb and Dumber running things, you know what I mean? On Arnold and that, you know what I'm saying? These man don't know nothing, brother.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean? They learn from Woodward, you know what I'm saying? The negotiation tactics from that done, you know what I mean?
Do they deserve? Because they got us our players, but they got them for kind of expensive still.
Exactly.
We have to give them time though, because they got Malacia done, they got Anthony done, they got Casemiro done, they got Martinez done.
I hear it, but Ten Hag had to hold their hands, bro. Ten Hag had to hold them man's hands, bro, to get them to do Malacia, get them to do Martinez and that. These man weren't, what's the word? They weren't putting their foot forward, you know what I mean? They were just like freaking. They was just happy to just chill, spend 6 months chasing Frankie and get nobody else. Like if it weren't
that
for Ten Hag doing
chase was crazy. And that's why I'm kind of happy. Real Madrid have done us a favor talking about wanting Harry Kane. That's the one thing that has happened, because now it's like we can probably give up on that Harry. I think we would have chased Harry Kane the whole summer. I think there was a time when we would have chased him the whole summer. Facts. Now, since Real Madrid and Marca as well, the papers already got in their bag about this is our key signing. They've already done the Bellingham thing. Bellingham sewn up. It's finished. Now we need a replacement for Benzema. There's one man just is the guy for it. Now Man United, we have to lead the chat. Again, big boys are talking. We can't we can't talk in that room as it stands without Sheikh Jassim.
Facts. No, it's true. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely like happy that Real are in there for him. The only thing I just can picture him, Harry's gonna be like, he wants that record, innit? He cares more about the record than he cares about getting them trophies, bro. So I still think he'll say no. I still think he'd probably say no.
What do you think he does?
Bro, like I said, he ain't got that mentality, bro. He ain't got that killer. You know what I mean? Jude, you can see Jude got that killer in him. You know what I'm saying? Kane ain't got that, bro. Kane's happy to be the man who beat Alan Shearer's record. He's happy to live with that. That's what he'll be telling his great grandkids about, that how he done up Alan Shearer's record.
No, I saw. Do you reckon he does that at Tottenham, or do you think he comes to us?
You know what? Yeah, I was talking to my brethren about it. I'm thinking he might even stay for just the final year of his deal, just because he want more options at the end, innit? Because really, it's only us who is like in the Prem who is like coming for him right now. He'll want more options when he's free, innit?
He's taking the pick. All right, listen, I'm done, brother Ed. It's been great. It's been lovely. Big up, wicked cool, man.
I love my guy.
Come on, stay blessed, man. These lot are killing me. I couldn't even look at the comments. I couldn't even look at the comments. If, let me say this now for everybody watching, I swear Kane, yeah, if Kane stays, yeah, he has to be a fraud after that. Sorry to say it. If Kane doesn't leave Spurs, if Real Madrid are serious, if Real Madrid starts courting Kane the same way they were, the same way they courted like Mbappe, if it's that level of chasing and he says no, Kane, I'm not interested in you. I'm not. There you go. Who am I gonna talk to? He's gonna let's go. Amino. Oh man, wait 1 second. Not Klein. Amino.
How are you?
Yeah, man. How are? That's the energy, bro. I'm well, man. Big up.
Good.
1 second. 1 second. Let me make sure I'm not missing out on these super chats.
Sure.
Oh, wait, hold on. Someone said I should get sin bin because I was I was too tired to like get at Arsenal. I was like, I can't be bothered to send for Arsenal today. People saying I should get sin bin for that, but nah, fam. There you go. Chimera says, this is my Chelsea fan in the house. The last time United won the Champions League was in 2008. Dead. I hope Chelsea fail again, you know. And I like Poch, so it's crazy to say that. I've never really saw Chelsea as anything, to be honest. Like, then I don't see them as our like rivals and all like that. I like them in a sense, but I don't want to support them, but I'm like, Chelsea in it. There you go. You've McTominay and Fred, come on, Money Mount. Yeah, it's not that great though, man. Mount is not the. All right, cool. Let's go, bro. Amino, talk to me.
No, thanks, KG. Just got a couple of points, made some notes. So I want to raise with them with you. I know. First one, I was reading the Financial Times. You know, the FT made two articles. One was last weekend, where they said the six Glazers, still want to retain ownership, but what they'll reduce the ownership and sell to the Glazer, sell to Sir Jim, and then obviously the Qatari bid came in. I think, for some reason, I can't prove this to you, but I think it's going to be Sir Jim who's going to win the bid, just because that favors the six Glazer brothers and sisters and whatever. They want to retain ownership because I think in the future they're seeing a future potential European Super League on the horizon or a reformatted UEFA Champions League. That's more money for them. Why get out of the game, retain a smaller stake, and still generate income through that way? So
I'm gonna push back on that. So you're saying that they want to play the long game, yeah?
Yeah.
But the long game, remember, they can't. There's only so much money they can take out the club, right?
Who says that? Who according to whose rules?
According to dividends, according to how much they can take from the company and like still allow the company to run, basically.
Yeah, no, you're right. If they still have shares in the company, albeit it'll be reduced shares, they'll still be entitled to some dividends. The main issue is, will United be profitable, and is it growing, that business? And I think what they're looking at is the UEFA Champions League and the growth in that market in the future. And they're thinking, okay, that's where the future is, especially with the Saudi League coming in. You know, KG, 5 years, 10 years down the line, we may have a European Asian Super League, and they want to be part of that money
You know what? And that's always a thing, right? Because I look at what's going on in Saudi, and I'm like, I've got the raised eyebrows. I've got the Don Carlos, and I'm like, okay, there's some interesting players getting out there. But then we could say that this could be similar to when China went crazy, and they're bringing in players like Oscar, and they were still buying whoever. So it needs to be completed. It's something to fruition. Like, for instance, with America's brought in really cool legends of the game, but it's still that league. The MLS ain't the MLS. It's not the league yet.
You're right, but what I think is going to be different, just to give a bit of context, in Saudi, I don't know if you've heard about this, Katie. They've got what's called the Saudi Expo 230. So that's their dream project, whereby they want the economy to be this by
amazing by 2030. So one of the ways they're doing that is through sports washing, effectively buying a
Mhm.
franchise. Like, you've heard about the golf thing, Live
Yes,
Golf.
yeah.
That same with the football. So I think that not only will they be targeting older legends, they're going to be targeting younger players. Because I heard today, for example, Wilfred Zaha might be moving to
Mhm.
Saudi
Yeah,
league. So
yeah.
I just think with all that thing happening in the market, the Glazers seeing this and then thinking, hold on, I don't want to leave this market. I actually want to stay in. Obviously, I don't want to invest my own money. I'll sell some of my shares to Sir Jim, still retain ownership, and then see what happens in the future. So that's why I think, as
But
much as I want the Qatari
it's a
bid,
pipe dream though. It's one of those ones where you want it to work, but there's gonna be severe pushback, right? In terms of how the bread is buttered, in terms of broadcasting deals is one thing
hmm
already. So in terms of Sky, you already
yeah,
like when you look at when you say talk about reading the tea leaves and stuff, the guys that were streaming, you saw them get the highest that street that streaming conglomerate that
yeah,
got caught for it, and they got like over 30 years. Yeah.
hmm
There's something when the powers that be say this is how it's gonna go, they're with you. When we had the first Super League, you heard Gary Neville, everyone at Sky,
mm.
get out there, tell
But
them do this for your club, this, that, and the other. And they're still part of the monopoly that run things. So
yeah,
they have to, unless they're a part of this new thing getting ahead with Saudi, which I don't think they will be, because they're talking about removing, getting to a streaming platform, this and that. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a
I
lot of
agree, I
legwork
agree.
that needs to be done before we can
Yeah,
say this is an official league that we need to
yeah.
worry about, right?
No,
So then
I agree, I
let me
agree.
quickly learn this. So then now when you the problem that the Glazers are gonna have is not only do they need to hope that Man United maintain for the next, because that probably happened what 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
Man United maintain their strength and their position without these lot putting in the work. And then they're gonna hope that the value is the same. But then that all depends on the manager hitting every single target. Now he can't do that with his arms tied. So it's this is a risky thing to play. This is really risky. You're hoping that you have a Sir Alex and everything's going to be fine, but we can't say that. And football is so ridiculous that let's say if Ten Hag has 2 or 3 bad seasons, the atmosphere is going to be different. The floor's yours.
No, what you said there, I don't disagree, but unfortunately, the one thing you're forgetting, KG, is that the Glazers are greedy. They are truly greedy. If they can drain any future or income now, or sorry, any cash now or in the future, and they see potential in that, they're going to go for that. I don't think personally, suppose the Saudi League doesn't happen, there might be a reformatted European Super League. I personally think, this is my personal conspiracy
Mhm.
theory, I think the European Super League will come back in another form. It will do. It's just a matter of when.
Mm.
Well, as much as Gary never shouts, it's going to happen. So that's the thing I say about that.
I hear it, but it's like my thing is, is it gonna be as because right now the office that's on the table is close to what 5.6 billion,
Yeah.
right? Take it or like it's there, literally
Mm.
on a plate, not in add-ons or anything crazy like that. The money is here.
Yeah.
Like you can take the money and run now, or you can hope that everything stays the same. But this is a really good deal. And if someone will say, look, I might just want to take the money. That's the thing. If they are greedy, you expect them to take the money and not save for a rainy day. Greedy people don't do that. Greedy
No.
people run.
Yeah. You're true, but sorry, okay, you're going to bring this back. They may. I said that they got the cash in hand now, or they're
Mhm.
saying, look, I can see potential future growth here, and my
Mm.
shares are going to be worth more than the cash in hand now. They must be doing that exercise in the hands now, and that's why they are dragging their feet so much, and that's what's frustrating us. Just a couple of more things, Chage, because I know you want to speak to the people.
Yeah.
I heard in the rumors, and feel free if you don't want to talk about this, but I heard
No.
rumors about something about Anthony, something
Oh
allegedly
my
Anthony's done
goodness.
something.
Yeah.
Have you
We're
heard about this?
waiting. I've heard about it. It's one of those things where I'm gonna wait and hear what you call it. I'll wait until like it fully comes out. Though obviously the difference with this one, because some people say, "Raw, you're waiting," but with Greenwood, you didn't wait. I said, "Look, Greenwood does a voice note." Like at the end of the day, a lot of these footballers they do have their stuff going on, and until when I hear something and it's clear and it's like this man's been charged, then we can make a move before that. But now I just got to chill and wait and see what happens.
Yeah. And just one last point, KJ, before I go. On a similar note, I think you were talking about Mason before, and what your theory behind Mason, what Glazers are thinking about. I've got a theory that I think what's going to happen. I don't know. Let me see what you think. Is Ten Hag will bring him in for pre-season, get him fit, get him to play a couple of pre-season games, and say look how amazing Mason is, and then sell him to like a Saudi club and make a lot of money through that. I think that's their plan. They're not going to play in the Premier League, but pre-season they might just get him match fit, just to sell him on. That's my view.
I think they're going to bring him in. He's going to wear a United kit.
Yeah, in pre-season, not in full season, not the full
What
season.
if
Pre-season.
he has? But what if he has a wicked pre-season?
They'll sell him. I think the sponsors and other stakeholders, for example,
but they've already put him in the shirt, though. That's what I'm saying. When you say sponsors and stuff, sponsors are already seeing this guy walk around in their branding, like, you know what I mean. So I don't know.
But he's an asset of United, though, isn't he? He's an asset of United, and they know. I think obviously
I can't see
the ownership realised that.
I can't see that happening. Seriously. I feel like that one is if it does, again, flowers to you because you were totally right. But I honestly can't see it happening. Like that one there, I think is a bridge that's a step too far, probably. But yeah, listen, Amino, it's an amazing talk, man. Thank you so much, man. Hey, what a talk, what a conversation still. There you go. West Ham have more European honours than Arsenal. I wish I was in the mood to really rub it in with Arsenal, but there you go. Baby girl, what's your name? Can I talk to you? Can I buy you a drink? No Korea Fan TV. I didn't even know they was allowed to put these super chats like this. Nah, Kim, nah. Man said Kim giving T-Pain in the chat, you know. He would have fought it. All right, let me see if there's any more seepers. That's hilarious, by the way. Wait, have I got through all of the... That was a tune, though. That clicking dance had us in a chokehold.
How's it going, Gigi?
You know, I don't want to say I'm upset. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I'm a concerned Man United fan. This is another thing, because I was looking at the comments here, and people said I've got into this David De Gea agenda, and I'm following the media bias. And I've just jumped on the media bias and talking about David De Gea away. And I feel totally different. There's this thing that has happened, where I've got an issue with David De Gea being happy with the situation he's in at the moment, right? And let me know if I'm right, or let me know if I'm bugging, We're offering him less money. We're saying to David De Gea, you might be number 2. We're also, David De Gea has agreed to the terms of the contract, but we haven't given it to him yet. And the season's done. Now, for me, Herrera was mad when we came to him with the contract too late. He was like,
love that man, by the way.
And he said, enough. He said, you know what? I'm still a player. I still have something in me to compete at the highest level. I'm leaving. Now, for me, I almost sit back and say, well, David, I'm starting to worry about your hunger, because anyone, you're not like your end of your career. Keepers can play for a long time. Why are you not saying, hold on, I'm David De Gea. I want to play first team football and I still want to compete for titles. Why are you comfortable being on the Man United bench? That bothers me. Why are you confident in them saying, hey, we're going to take away this money, we're going to give you less? Like, these things there, I'm saying, so if this guy's on the bench, what kind of mentality have I got? Like, What am I
Yeah, is
looking
it still a Manchester United mentality at that point? Like that's really the question. And I think I was watching you and Flex have this discussion on the Flex and KG show. Shout out United View. And the thing that bothered me, I think, at some point is there's two things. The first is, can you have your number two goalkeeper or maybe your cup goalkeeper being the one who's making the highest money amongst your goalkeepers? You know what I mean? Because the new keeper, whoever is
Yeah.
going to come in, is not going to be making as much as De Gea is making. That's the first thing. Then the second thing is, if you're willing to sit on the bench, the question you just asked, it goes back to this thing of like, okay, you haven't shown that much improvement in your game. You haven't shown like, okay, I'm here to own it. There's a bravado that we're missing from De Gea sometimes. It's weird because like he came in a little bit sheepish when he came from Atletico, and we kind of understood him. He was, frail,
It's
slim
young.
kid.
Yeah.
Exactly. He bulked up and he built a reputation for shot stopping, but he's never really given the defenders that Schmeichel attitude. Like, can you all shape up here? Like, I'm gonna be like the captain at the back. He's never really given those vibes. So now it's like his usefulness, unfortunately, has begun dwindling as the season draws to a close. And I think it's all going to again depend on the ownership and the money, because if the money is there, I would ship him out and get two goalkeepers. For me, it actually touched me. Like the best second choice goalkeeper this club has ever had, I think, is Sergio Romero, and we were quite disrespectful to him when he went out. So yeah, looking at De Gea now coming in as a second, it doesn't even sit that well, because I don't even know if, you know what I mean, like the version of Sergio Romero we had when we let him go, I don't know if De Gea is better than that guy, if you know what I mean.
It's crazy. We won't get no money for De Gea because he's a free agent. Like,
I don't even mind, honestly. Like like at this point, it's better to if you watch basketball. I just saw 30 minutes ago the Suns have waived Chris Paul. Like at some point we can just tell that yeah, the Suns just waived Chris Paul. Yeah,
makes sense though. He's just can't. He's never.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. And it's like if you're trying to make progress in anything, you need to realize if something can contribute or if it can't contribute. And if you know De Gea is not really going to contribute or the way you want him to, you might as well let him go. You
And
might as well let him go.
I honestly feel that way, but I know that they're gonna feel stupid as a club because just imagine, we'll be mad. Like, imagine this: we haven't
Mhm,
sold the club yet. Like, picture this:
mhm.
the club hasn't been sold yet, and we've
Which,
sold.
by the way,
Yeah,
Amino just gave me the shits when he was explaining that long-term strategy with the whole Saudi Super League whatnot.
yeah,
I don't want to believe it, but I have to say he was making sense.
he was. But hear this though: imagine
Mhm.
the club, sell Dean Henderson and release David De Gea while we
Oh,
haven't.
that's fucked.
It's insane. Like, no one, nobody in world, but I still believe there's like, I think it's like I can't even prove it. This is just by vibe. I think there's like
I guess that begs the question. Yeah, I just wanted to ask, like, while you're making that point, like, do we know the exact like end date of his contract?
honestly, I don't know what the hell's going on with David De
Yeah,
Gea.
because I mean it's like a serious point. You can't have a situation where we might not have enough money. Because let's say, the boy Ratcliffe comes in, and if the boy Ratcliffe comes in, then we're probably going to be on a limited budget where you can't buy everything you want. So if you can't buy everything you want, there's going to be an aspect of use what you already have for as long as you can, and
Yeah,
then we might need the hair again.
this is it.
So
So fans will be.
yeah.
It's we're
Oh
in
my
like a
God.
rock, and it's the thing. We're in a rock and a hard place. So I get why at the moment the club's just like everyone just
Yeah, it's in limbo. It's in limbo.
looking and thinking, Jesus, what do we do here? Because Dean
Yeah.
Henderson, he wants to leave. He ain't getting on no.
No, I don't want him either. Like uh, he's actually a bit overhyped to be as a keeper, honestly, Dean Henderson. Like it feels like he's got similar vibes to De Gea, decent shot stopping. I never saw strong distribution. And then I mean he had an injury prone season, but even on the days when he played, it was never like, oh my gosh, this is what Manchester United is missing. He can go.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to be in goal. I literally,
Yeah, he can.
I there's something like him. I can't do. I want us to ship so many goals past Dean. Hey, go 30th of June is this last date.
30th of June. Shit. Yeah, but it kind of makes sense now why he. First of all, we would not release him. Even if it would make sense to me, it would only happen if we had new owners by then. That's the only way it would make sense. So his job security is actually weirdly higher than we thought. Then another thing I wanted to talk about with you though is Mason Mount, because I'm equally as upset with you about this 70 million rubbish.
Yeah,
I genuinely can't believe it.
70 million makes me sick. I don't think
it's ridiculous. And also, to be fair, like I remember, you've seen binned people on this show when like they try to say, "Oh, watch the compilation of this kid," and then you try to watch the compilation and it's just looking Weghorst on the screen. You know what I mean? And we tried to watch like a Mason Mount compilation. It was just like this guy is just like like a midfielder from wherever. Like it didn't feel special.
Not like it. It doesn't feel like. How much was Camavinga supposedly going for? How much?
I don't even remember.
And if you lot let in the chat, let us know how much Camavinga and Tchouaméni went for. But I didn't think it was.
No, but I mean, like we've heard countless times how we could have had Caicedo for 5 million. Here it is, like McAllister is going for like 35 to 41. So now in my head, I'm like, why go for this flashy mid-level player? Because Mount is like Aaron Ramsey. Like that's the type of player you're getting. You're not really getting a big deal. You know what I mean? So it's like you've got 70 million to spend on Mount. Are you telling me you can't convert that to 35 million well-scouted youngsters who've got energy for days and like are specialists at something? You know what I mean? Like where is Manchester United in doing the scouting that Brighton has done, the scouting that the Borussias of this world do? It's ridiculous.
Listen to this, yeah. Camavinga went for like 25 million.
That's mad.
It's 80 million in that, yeah. Man United, yeah. I remember when 30 million was a big player. And that was many years.
How much did we sign Ferdinand for?
Wasn't
he was 30, right? Ferdinand?
Must have been.
Yeah, and he was like a record for a centre back.
Do you remember that? I remember when what you're saying, Mount is on that Ramsey-ish for me. Now I know I need to probably change the way I need to change the way that I look at Mount. I understand that. But my same feeling is we can't be in a situation where we have another Anthony where it's like we want you to grow into this thing, even though you're not yet. Like for me, obviously, Anthony was very expensive, and we hope it works out. The right-hand side is still question mark. When we say
jury's still out.
Yeah. When you say, have we got the answer to the right-hand side, we'll be lying if we said the answer is clear. It's him.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So we spent best deal of 80 million looking for the answer, and the question's still not answered. I don't want that in midfield. I'm looking for, if we're not sure about the answer, let's not it be close to 70 to 80 million, even 60.
Yeah.
I don't like that's crazy.
And that's kind of my point, because aside from us needing quality, we also need numbers. You know what I mean? So 70 million, if you're telling me someone somewhere is about to agree to 70 million for Mount, surely a good scout can find 2 midfielders for 35 million on the continent that are coming in as like, oh, you guys didn't know until we launched these guys. Like Akanji, like who was saying Akanji's name before Man City bought him? Like, tell me who was saying Akanji's name before Man City bought him. And then you hear the guy went there for like, I think it's like around 20 million or something. And he's looking like a genius on the pitch. Like, spend that 35 million.
Right. Look at this. So this is what I said 150 million. Can you even see
Imagine that. For a right wing which is not yet fixed, because both of those haven't yet fixed the right wing. That's for a right wing that's not yet fixed. Are you mad? Like, really? Are you mad?
That's a lot of money. No,
it's ridiculous.
Jesus, when you look at
it's ridiculous.
That's crazy. That's not
And
good.
then to think like for Jadon Sancho, he's the player who like at 3 years on we're saying like, do you want to sell him off? You know what I mean? Like, is there still any value in keeping him? I don't know how many signings like these we've done, which actually extends the conversation further to the director of football thing you had said you would discuss
Yeah.
with your brother. I think right now is the time to start identifying. Snap up. There was the guy at Monaco. I've forgotten what his name was. The guy who made Mbappe. The guy who made. I think he also made Martial.
I know who you're talking about. Oh, darn it. Sporting director.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That sporting director guy. I've forgotten his name, but he was a popular guy, and I think at
something Mitchell.
what was his name?
Something Mitchell.
Honestly, it's not gonna come to me right now. But
it's Mitchell though. Last name's Mitchell. I know that.
okay, so that same guy was responsible for a lot of outgoings from Monaco the time they were known for like, okay, we're just going to be building good talents. I think even Dembele passed through, if I'm not wrong. So there's that guy.
Mitchell. He's called Mitchell, by the way.
Okay, thank you very much. Then Edwin van der Sar just left slightly acrimoniously from Ajax. He's a great option as well. I don't know like how people would feel about Ranić, but scouting wise or organizational wise, he seemed to have a better feel for how to manage an organization and a scouting network. So you've got options. I feel like if you gave someone like that for Ten Hag to work with, we wouldn't have to spend 70 million amount, because it's gonna look really stupid if this guy doesn't work. It's gonna look really stupid.
Once again, I like there's again people are talking about Amrabat. I don't know how much he's gonna go for. Again, the Lavia's out there. Like, I want to find that midfield player that is just the right amount again. And I feel like
two things.
It's not too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know what you mean, but and for Amrabat, I don't think he's supposed to go for very like a lot of money, because first of all, I don't think he's that young. Second of all, he shouldn't be expensive. But he had a great World Cup. Like, that's when I was introduced to the guy, and I have not seen fight like that in a player since I don't know how the fuck long. Like, he was playing his heart out for that team. And like, speaking of Morocco players and the De Gea conversation we were having earlier, does the chat know like how good Yacine Bono's distribution is? Because I feel like he's another guy who is worth considering if we're trying to get like a top class goalkeeper.
I saw Taker do his thing against us, and I was like, oh man, it must be nice. So we'll see what happens, man. Big up Owen.
We'll see what happens.
Klein, amazing call, man. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Yes, man. I'm gonna make sure I get Junai TV on Chino's in the house as well. There you go. Right, KG's hype, man. Come on, man. Big up KG's family. Keeps me calm during times like this. Shout out to the other moderators. Someone tell me when I can gift out memberships like Oprah. You know what's crazy? Got the memberships, but because we're getting on tour and I got the whole gaming thing, I'm just a bit nervous, because it's like, you're not gonna, or unless I tell people don't pay for the second tier one, because the second tier one's for the gaming thing, innit? But I ain't gonna be offering that, so it feels like fraudulence, not giving people what they're supposed to be getting, right? So that's why I haven't launched it. Literally, I just only had to press the button of like launch now. But yeah, unless we would just do the normal like $4.99 one, and then after, like, when we get back from tour, I can get into the gaming thing. But yeah, that's just why I haven't gone live with it, for the people that want to know. Here you go. Troy Superstar says, welcome back, Mason Greenwood. Boy, did we miss you. KG, yo, hate Mason for... Your hate for Mason needs to stop. Unverified social media recordings do not imply guilt. He loves Mason. Big up Troy Superstar every single time. Again, everyone's got to see things different. He's something else. Hamza, my brother, long time.
What up? Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long
time.
How are you?
I've been graduating and finishing
Hey, have you graduated now?
Yeah.
Congratulations, bro. Wait, hold on.
Thank
What did
you,
we
thank
graduate
you.
in? What did we graduate? What was your course?
I'm entering college now, so
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Listen, come on,
I
man.
seem
I'm proud of
I
you,
seem
bro.
small for that.
Talk to me, man. What do you want to? I've said a lot, so the floor's yours.
I haven't talked to in here for a while. I've been non-existent for a while.
Yeah.
So I've been had a lot of thoughts about like the Sir Jim and Altani, and all I gotta say is we all know that the better bid is Altani, and we all know it's not gonna happen because it's what best for Man United, and we know that the best for Man United is never achieved. So yeah, unfortunately, this is the real fact. But I've been having really conversations lately, and like my dad was like, I don't think the Sir Jim bid is bad. Like he thinks that if he has the funds, like
Mhm.
he's the richest man in GB, so he's saying like he has the funds. He's gonna get the Glazers out in 3 years, so it's no problem. But when I talk to him, I see like this is the problem. Like you're not gonna have the funds now. You're gonna just like delay the improvement that we can do in these 2 years. The guy wants to straight away support Ten Hag and support like building the stadium, whatever. It's just an absolute shambles. And by the way, the transfer targets. If Ten Hag doesn't get his transfer targets, it's because of the budget, it's because of the owners. And I'm telling you this for a fact. If we don't get Kim and Jay, we're gonna get the French center back. I don't know what his name is.
The
If you're
same
not
about
getting Messi Mount, you're not getting his you're getting his plan B again, same as last year. You didn't get his targets, didn't get Timber, you didn't get his main priorities. That's my biggest concern. Get
Yeah.
him out. Get him the main. Get him
Yeah,
everything.
get him what he needs, man.
My man.
You make a good point as well about just players coming in. Do you think how many signings do you reckon will be in Man United by the time of tour? And that's a crazy question. How many Man United players will be like new players will be in by the time we go on tour?
The thing is, when
You lot can say
speaking
your
to
numbers
people,
in the chat as well.
the thing is when I speak to people, like I have people within the club, like
Yeah.
Arabian people in the club. When I speak to them, they say that the transfers are moving like quick, and they're trying to make quick deals. Like the Mount and the Hoyland deals are very advanced in terms of personal terms, not in club terms. But when I think about it, like I'm saying, yeah, they're reliable sources, but at the same time, you're talking to people who are working with John Murta, Richard Arnold, who went and flew to Turin to get Rabiot, and like didn't get Frankie De Jong, and they always delay the transfers till June. We haven't got a single signing in preseason last year, except for Malasia, who's not a starter, which is an absolute disgrace. And let me tell you this: if Eric Ten Hag doesn't get at least two signings, then again, people in Manchester have to wake up and start realizing that this Sir Jim thing, this Sir Jim, if you want Sir Jim, this is what you're gonna get every year. You don't have the funds like Sheikh
No, he'll
Jazz.
have Sir Jim will have the funds. He will have the funds. Sir
No,
Jim's
no, no,
gonna
no,
have
no,
the
no.
money, but I don't think we're gonna
Listen,
have like the
the thing
right.
about being disciplined, you're not gonna be disciplined. There's no discipline now. Sheikh Jassim has got the funds. If you got the massive funds and he know he's got the massive funds, then you know you're gonna get your priority targets. Do you think if Sir Jim is gonna come in and like, oh, Mason Mount is for 70 million, do you think he's gonna buy it? He'll say no,
I
I'm not
don't
gonna
want
buy it for
anyone.
70
I don't want
million.
anyone to buy Mason Mount for 70 million.
Like
I want that to be clear to everybody. I don't
yeah,
like that. I don't like that money. I don't. I just again the pressure that goes on to Mason Mount straight away after being the guy for 70 million. And it's not going to be 70 million straight. It's going to be there's going to be
I,
add-ons
I,
and stuff. I don't want that.
like
No way.
my concern is not about Mason Mount's pressure, to be honest. My concern is, like, if you're gonna buy Mason Mount for 70 million, then buy Casino, for instance, like that type of thing. But like, if Eric Ten Hag wants Mason Mount, like, we have to back the manager at the same time. Like, let's be perfectly clear here. If you're
But the
gonna
manager
get
can make mistakes, though. We have to understand that the manager can still. I back him, but the managers can be wrong. We signed Obertan, we signed Bebe. Like Fergie made mistakes, but we can't afford to make mistakes when we're broke. That's the only thing. Like that's the other argument. It's like I get back the manager, but when like right now, again, we tried to fix the right wing and we spent close to 150 million for the right wing, and it's not fixed. Both of them, you can say what you like. I could say, you know, maybe Anthony's clear, but someone will say, you know, Anthony's not even using it. He's too one-footed. He doesn't take on a man. He makes a bad decision. Jaden, you say, he's got like, he doesn't have the hunger. He looks like he rather play on the left-hand side. He ain't. There's so much to say about these guys. No one has made the right-hand side their own.
Agreed. Now, two things. You said about Anthony, we spent 100 million on him. Do you think if we had anybody other than the Glazers, we'd have spent 100 million on Anthony? If we did this deal early, we've got 50 million, 60 million, that deal done. That's a fact. And Ajax themselves have said it. The second thing, your concern was about like us being broke. If Sheikh Jassim was owning the club, do you think that would be a concern that you're paying 70 million? No, nothing.
You're right. Someone just came up to me and said, hey, yo, Bebe didn't go for 70 million, though. I hear it. No, but we done some weird ones, though. We brought in some funny little players, man, that didn't work at this club. Yes, you're making good points. Listen, I gotta keep it moving. I need to get on like at least two other callers before I get the hell out of here, man. But bro, it's so good to talk to you. I hope you're good. All the best with your graduation, everything, fam. You're smashing it, bro. Wicked. Hamza, man. That guy's early still. There you go. United. And then let's bring in Chino. Bring us
Mayo, you know, long you have man sit on the bomber clock back, Mayo. Me have things to do in a bridging. Me have stream, Mayo. My team in the finals. Me have things to do. Everybody, make sure you go subscribe to Pros Only Sports. We're doing a basketball stillathon. That's where you be catching me watching my Miami Heat. Mayo, I like my, you know, long you have me at the back, Mayo. Bomber clock, man. I'm there, Mayo.
Wait a minute. Why did you choose violence?
Because me have to go beard and get ready for stream, my youth. And you have me at the bomber clock back. Sit down and wait, my youth. You know how long me there at the back and wait, my youth? From the stream, that 26 minutes, me there at the back. Sit down and wait, my youth. 1 hour and 8 minutes now.
Do you know what's crazy about your situation? You came in like last. There's people been waiting, bro. There's people that have been here, fam.
A long time I there at the back I wait, my youth. From the stream start, dog.
All right, listen. Let me welcome. How do I say your name? Junaid. How do I say it?
Junaid.
Junaid.
Yes, Junaid.
There you go. Junaid, welcome. Sorry for my Jamaican brother that is in the finals. He's enjoying life right now. He's very happy. So the Pato is patoing right now. But again, welcome to our humble abode. This is your first time on. Look how you, Gino, look how you're embarrassing us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I mean, it's good to be happy. I'm happy for them. Is he a West Ham fan?
No.
Oh no!
I can't even sin bin this woman because I can't wait. No. It's a light sin bin because you got heat there. I'm bringing you back. Don't worry, United. I'm bringing you back. 1 second.
Sniper gang, man like Duncan Robinson. Sniper gang.
He's a full. This guy is a full Heat fan. So it's basketball. Do you not watch basketball?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, football only. Football.
You even looked at it and he's like, I don't know what that is.
No. I mean, I know. I live in Canada and that's like the sport here. So
Okay, cool.
But I'm a Nigerian. That's all we know in Nigeria.
Seriously though, are you okay? Are you okay? Because I know Canada is burning down. Like, pray for Canada, man.
Oh
People,
yeah,
are you
I
okay?
mean we're okay in this side. Hopefully,
Okay.
inshallah, everything will be fine. But some people are it's really crazy in some places right now.
I don't even know what's going on. Imagine that.
Oh
Like,
man.
wow. All right. So you look prayers for Canada. I didn't even know it was getting crazy like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
This feels like the dirtiest, craziest, reckless segue, but let's talk about Man United.
Yeah, bro.
Um,
I'm so hot right now with the way everything is going. I just like this Glazers people should just go. Like,
absolutely.
I don't know. You know what? Well, actually, no. I already like. I mean, anything that happens that has happened. But me, I just want to review on the season and like the way we've done and everything.
Yeah, let's do it. Go on, the floor's yours.
So me, I feel that honestly, we've done pretty decent. We've done well, honestly, because at the beginning of the season, even with the signings we made, I never put us top 4. To be honest, I did not. I said, well, maybe we'll rebuild, maybe we'll make Europa and everything. But the season did start well, and you saw the Sky Sport and everything on Ten Hag, even when Liverpool and Chelsea were doing bad under Lampard, under their fellow Englishman. Nobody was like on him, but the man kept his composure. You just know he's a leader. You just know.
Absolutely.
And Ronaldo's situation dealt it with it perfectly. Like, I cannot ask for any better stuff than that, because initially my initial opinion was like, when I saw Ronaldo walking out that day, I was like, God, this man should go. Because honestly, Ronaldo have done well for us in the past season. Last season he did well, but
He was
we
incredible.
cannot keep playing a player that is bad, that is not playing well. I remember Newcastle game, we were 0-0. Like, we played at Old Trafford. Ronaldo had zero impact in the game, and he wanted to continue playing. I remember when Rashford came in, we almost scored like 2 goals because Rashford was more threatening and all that. You know, the man saw everything, and
he made the right decision. He's
he
done
made the right
well.
decision. We were playing better without him this season. Honestly, I give Ronaldo credit last season, because so many people come for you, and the next thing I want to talk about is Arsenal fan trying to be like, "Oh, we had a better season than Man United." I'm like, "Fuck, shut up!"
You already know. That's when you get me right there.
I'm like, what? You know the thing. I was watching. I did a reaction to the video of the Flex and Robbie. I was like, can you just? I love the way Flex listened to him. I was like, just finish with your rubbish chat, and now I'm gonna speak. Flex said, he said in few years time, would you like, which one would you remember? Oh, we had a very good season. Oh, or you won a trophy. Like, he said, I was not thinking to myself, look at Weghorst. Do you know, before he came to Man United, he did not have any trophy. He did not win anything. He came we gave him his first medal. You did not see how emotional he was, how he was running up and down in the stadium.
That guy's
and then someone will come and take that away because they said it is Carabao Cup. That was what Robbie did. Carabao Cup. Now it is just Carabao Cup. Man City won it 4 times in a row. The best manager right now took that cup serious, and now Man United taking it serious, and they're like, it's just Carabao. And you keep, even as a player, if you ask Arsenal players, and which would you prefer? Finishing third and you get a trophy, regardless, not the preseason trophy. I'm not talking about those. No, a competition that is recognized. Because if it is not recognized, why are we playing it? Then no one should waste their time playing the Carabao Cup. It's pointless. So Robbie is trying to make a and okay, let me just even say, okay, they did better than us in the league. In every other competition that we played against Arsenal, we've done better than them in everything. Europa League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Carabao Cup, we won it. FA Cup, we went to the finals. Europa League, we were knocked out in the quarterfinals. Arsenal went out round of 16. They should stop chatting. That shouldn't even be a conversation, to be honest.
Hey, listen, you cooked. Hold on, United. Hold on, I need to. You cooked. You got to have your chest. You got to have the chest. I need to give Chino because I know Chino tried to run. He's got a stream. That
No. Let her keep cooking, man. I'm listening. Let her keep cooking. I'm listening. Keep
No,
cooking.
like honestly, I just feel that Arsenal fans should just nobody in their right sense, a player, even like that's what I'm even talking about Harry Kane. Why do you think people are saying, oh, Harry Kane should leave Tottenham and all that with all the goals? I made a point to a friend. Is a Tottenham fan. He was like, Harry Kane, no, he's gonna stay in England, win a trophy. I said, let me tell you something. If Harry Kane stays in England and take the breaks the record eventually, hopefully it does because I really love the guy. He's a fantastic player.
Yeah.
Trust me, if he stays there and he doesn't win a trophy, he ends his career trophyless. One day will be one day. Alan, the way Alan is going, are you trying to tell me if Alan stays in Man City for another 6-7 years, it will not break the record? The record is gone. The record is gone. I mean, this man broke the record when Alan Shearer. If Alan Shearer doesn't have a trophy to his name, no one would. They will not remember him. That's just a fact. What's the point of everything without a trophy?
You know what? That's again. It's flames. It's flames. Again, I can't. There's nothing because you said everything I've wanted to say. And even I swear to you, if Kane doesn't go to Real Madrid, he should be rushed. They should slap it. Everyone should add their slap.
How can you score 30 goals, KG? I'm sorry to cut you off. How can you score 30 goals and no one is talking about it? And you did not even now finish top 4. You know, they did not even go to Europe. This is so bad.
And the killer is he's saying that he wants to stay and do.
My man is tripping.
I'll be finished with Kane. if Kane tells me one more season with those guys, he's finished. Because Real Madrid don't like to court you more than once. They'll say only Ronaldo. They said they kept on coming back for.
There is 90%. It is 90% sure that he will win trophy at Madrid. Even if he even comes to Man United, he will win trophy before he wins in Tottenham. What are you talking? Imagine we had Kane this season with all the Bruno Fernandes. I don't know why some of our fans don't rate him, but to me, it's the best player we have.
He's one of them,
but then the matches that guy did not play.
We need him. Let me bring Chino into this conversation. Okay. It's a good little segue right now. Chino. What I want us to do, I want us to Chris Paul Marshall. I'm ready for us to say we're just gonna wave it. If Marshall can't find a club, if he can't find a club, see you later.
Yo, why are you talking to me about Marshall? Why are you talking to me about Harry Kane?
I have to talk to you about Marshall quickly because I wanted you to know. Obviously, he was one of the invested ones. I know you let him go in recent. Yeah.
Listen, fam, I sold after he scored a penalty against Man City. I pumped and dumped. I've been sold my shares, bro. I pumped and dumped. Everybody else was buying up shares. I was pumping all my shares into Hamad Diallo because what I want to talk about is I hear you saying there's no answer to the right-hand side. The answer is right there. Just give the kid a chance. Let him play. KG, people say, oh, he can't do it in the Premier League. Blah. KG, we've seen this kid ripped Wolves apart when we couldn't break Wolves down. Remember? All them season we could have break Wolves down, and then the last season because Ali was prioritizing the cup, and he played him, and he played him against Wolves' strongest team, and he tore them apart in the false nine.
You're saying that we should give him the. You think Ahmad is ready to play and be all right?
He's ready. United, it's something about United liking giants like McTominay and Aaron Maguire and these big wordless guys that can't do nothing. Like, look at Pep. Pep didn't care that David Silva was small. The kid technically can play football. His IQ is up there. Yes, like the thing is too with Ahmad, right? People gonna be like, oh, he gives the ball away. He's a creative player. Just like the I've seen a lot of people bringing up the things they do for Bruno with Ahmad, like, oh, he gives the ball away in the championship because he's their only creative player at Sunderland. He was their main man. Aloni was Sunderland's best player, their main man. KG, like think about that. Everything Sunderland does goes through him. Right wing, number 10, dropping deep to pick the ball up from his defenders. And KG, I'm telling you, like I'm watching Sunderland and I'm like, bro, I don't even like Sunderland. Why am I watching these games? Because I like Ahmad, bro. I think he's ready. People talking about, oh, another loan in the Premier League. If Ahmed need a loan, Sancho need a loan, Anthony need a loan. These guys need a loan. If Ahmed need a loan, that's the truth. If he needs another loan in the Prem, them guys need a loan in the Prem. But about the Martial thing, I'm not on that. KG. It's positive vibes, man. Man, them
Only,
are broken, bro.
only again. Are you gonna do it, bro? Are you not gonna win? Are you not gonna win the chip? You gonna win the ring, by the way. NBA Heat.
I can't say that because if my judge is so strong, KG.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
I'm not
We'll
gonna
leave that
say
one.
that.
We'll leave that one. Let me read these super chats. They got off the canvas boxing. 70 million mount. We'll accept cash, card, check. Yay! That's look at off the canvas. That's a Chelsea fan telling me, listen, it doesn't matter. Here you go. With hellfire and brimstone, it's Chino. Yeah, he came in heavy. He came in hot. Let me.
Hey, real quick, KG. Brush, I see you in the chat, Brush. Can you drop the link for Pros Only and CM22 YouTube where the people can come enjoy the game with us?
I'll
Drop
that
it
link.
in there for me, Brush. Drop it in there.
Yeah, drop that in there, Brush. I'll put that up there so people can go and get that. Here you go. Utter rubbish. We would have won the FA Cup with CR7. Cool. Hey, we're cool.
With the way we played, did we even create anything? What was there what was there? We played like, I mean, tactically we could have gone worse with the way we considered the first goal, but where was the chance? There was no, like, where was the chance? Everybody played rubbish in the game. Bruno, I've always said it that Bruno is not good on the right, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we don't have no option, but I mean,
I'm not gonna lie though. What's her name?
Unite.
You didn't. I'm not gonna lie though. If I catch David De Gea, I'm cutting him up with my cutlass. Like I'm slapping him.
No,
listen, he was bad.
He was bad.
He was bad. And no, I'm not even talking about the goals, people. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, not the goals.
And we can't play. Yeah, okay, Man United can't play possession football, blah, blah, blah. But fam, can you imagine your goalkeeper taking 30 kickouts, right? Every time they go back to him and he kicks it out 30 times, that's 30 times to a Man City player. And they come on the attack, bro. We get no reliefs because he doesn't trust. It's so bad. He doesn't trust himself to dink a ball over the press to Luke Shaw. If Luke Shaw go out wide.
People were even like, oh, what could he? Goldbridge was like, what could he have done with the second? What do you mean? What could he have done with the second goal? He could have caught the ball. Oh,
he could have. Nah, Jumpy, I'm with you. Nah, me and you, where you're just saying everything that I'm feeling. Here you go. James won it all. My sister speaking fact. Absolutely. Go on.
It's the Nigerian link up, man. Before I head out though, KG, what I want to say, it gotta be a Nigerian running things for Chelsea. Them man trying to scam us out of 70 million, fam.
Nah, what kind of disrespect? But it's true though. It's a Nigerian at the top. That is our guy at the top. 70 million. They even had the cheek to say 80. Let me see. I'll go to Stamford Bridge myself and slap somebody.
Like a player with a 1-year contract. Who is Mount? What is Mount? Who is Mount? Like what like even Kane. Honestly, Kane should not be what like 70 million with a year. He has a year. He could just run it out, and I mean, there is their loss, to be honest, because we could get other players. Because man, I'm just so scared we would not pay that 70 million. I'm too scared.
Listen, if we pay, I'll be I'll be concerned, but all I'm gonna do is back the manager. United, this was amazing. A lovely first time, super debut. You came on and smashed it. It's giving Garnacho. Stay blessed, man. You guys, have you got your own channel?
Yes, I do.
Go on, plug the channel. Let's go.
Junai TV.
That's it. You guys know what to do. JUNAID TV. Follow my sister. Let's go, man. That's beautiful. Here you go. That's lovely. What a debut, fam. You lot show us some love in the chat. Always love my we know they carry last. I thought. You guys, it's bedtime. What a show. Much love, people. You lot know what to do. Hold on. You need to go and follow my brothers. Where's Let Pro? Let me bring it back up again. Where is it? Rush. I can tell you lot where to go. Pros Only Sport. Here you go. Boom. Pros Only Sport for basketball. Watch along. Chino, CM, Roland on the panel. There you go. The links there. Please go and follow my brothers. It's gonna be a crazy night. I'm gonna go and watch Star Wars. I think that's all I can do. Anyway, people, stay blessed. Look after yourselves. It's not all that bad. We got Tenag in it. Peace. Hold on. Outro.
Back with a vengeance. Katie's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance. Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. This one's crazy. You're too raw, none can compare with a KG Don. Better take over when he drops that. Going on reckless, justice on. It's that time when he drops that. I said drop a bomb, Dad.